Hello friends, welcome to the BCA Kud English channel. If you want to listen our videos, see the videos in Hindi language, you can visit our another channel BCA Kud Hindi channel. There you get videos in Hindi language. Link is in the description. In the previous video, we have learned declaration of the class, declaration of the object or the syntax of the class, and we have seen the simple example of the addition of the two numbers, and we have also seen the output of that example. Okay, in this video we will see the private member function. Means in the private access specifier we will declare the function, and how we will access it, that we will see in this video. You will know this, you will understand this easily, but we have to watch this video till end. So without any wasting the time, let's start the video. Okay, private member functions. Sorry. Okay. Private member functions. Okay, we will start the program only. Okay, class is the prefix keyword. Sample. So what is sample here? Sample is the class name. Okay, open braces. Private, as we know that it is access specifier, and semicolon, sorry, column, and after, as we know that after the access specifier we will put the column. Okay, in the private access specifier we have declared the one function called read. Read is the function, and it is return type is void, means no return type. Okay, public is the another access specifier, and after that we had put the here column. In the public function, public access specifier, we had declared the one function called display, and its return type is void. We have declared two functions in the class, one is read and another one is display, and both the functions return type is void, means no return type. Okay, means after that we will put the close braces and semicolon. This indicates the end of the class. Okay, now here we will define the object. In the previous video we have directly defined the object. We have not yet declared the in the previous video we have directly defined the functions. Okay, we have not yet declared the functions in the previous video. Here we have declared the functions. You can see here. Now we will define it. Okay, first, what is the function? Read. Okay, function is the part of the class, as we know this. Okay, to define the function outside the class we have to use one operator called scope resolution operator. Scope resolution operator means double column. Okay, means one column and another column. You can if you want to write this code, if you want to write this operator in Turbo C or any software, you will you have to write this double column. That's it, column. Okay, what is the syntax of this scope resolution operator? Return type, class name, scope resolution operator, function name. Okay, return type, class name, scope resolution operator, function name. Okay, now we have through scope resolution operator we are defining the function outside the class. Through scope resolution operator we are defining the functions which we have declared in the class outside of the class. Okay, as I have told the syntax of the class, I will repeat one more time. Return type, class name, scope resolution operator, function. Okay, what is the return type of the function? Void. Okay, here we have written a void. What is the class name? Sample. Okay, here we have written sample. Scope resolution operator. What is the function here? Read. Okay, one thing you have to make sure that one thing you have to keep in your mind, that while we are declaring the function we will put this semicolon. While we are defining the function we will not put the semicolon. Most of the students will get confused and you will get the error in the while executing the program. You have to make sure that while declaring the function, then only you have to put the semicolon, not in the defining the function. Okay, in the defining the read function, you will simply simple write it as simple statement I am in private in the double quotes and semicolon. Okay, end of this function. Now we will define the another function called display through scope resolution operator. Okay, as I have told the syntax of the scope resolution operator, through that only we will define the function, display function. Okay, this void, what is the return type of the display function? Void. Okay, what is the class name? Okay, something I had made mistake here. Class name is sample. Okay, sorry, 1 minute, I'm not getting mouse properly here. Sorry. Okay, sample. You, I have written something by mistakenly here. Okay, sample. Okay, display functions return type is void, class name is sample. Okay, sample, scope resolution operator means double column, function name is display. No semicolon. While defining the function, we need to put the semicolon. Okay, in that function, display function, we have written here I am in public, simple statement. And what does this represents? And next line we have called one function. In the function display function only, we have called another function called read function. We have called here. This function we have called here. Why this function we have called here? I will tell it later. In the explaining, I will tell it later. Now only I will tell you. Okay, no need to issue. Okay, as we know that we can access through object and dot operator, we can access all public member functions, means all whatever the functions we have declared or defined in the public section, we can access through object and dot operator, but we can't access the function which has been declared in the private section. We can, because it is hidden. Private means hidden, public means we can access from anywhere. Okay, so if we declare the function in the public section, if we can directly access this function, display function, through object and dot operator. So if we write this function in the public section, then after writing this statement, then this function has to be also we have written here. Then after calling this function, it will access here. Okay, I will tell again. Okay, don't worry. Okay, void sample, scope resolution operator, display, we have defined this function here, and we have written here simple statement I am in public. After that, we have written here we have called a function. We have written here we have called here a function. This upside function only we have called here read. Okay, after that we have put it semicolon and end close braces, end of this display function. Okay, now here comes the void main. As we know that the execution starts from the main. Now we will create the object, class name, and object is the s, and we as we know that a single letter, a word or something, a1 and b1, something whatever you can put the object. Here we have put it the created the object as s. Through object s and dot operator, we are accessing the display function. Okay, display function as we have declared or defined in the public section. Okay, through whatever so through object and dot operator, we are accessing the display function. Only public functions only we can access through object and dot operator. Okay, we can't access. Okay, first I will rub this, otherwise I will confuse. Okay, okay, okay. through object and dot operator we can access only public member functions. Means what is a public member functions? Only display we can access, because public means public. From anywhere we can access the public member function. If we declare, or if we declare the function in private, means it is, the function is hidden. We can't access through object and dot operator directly to this function. Okay, through object and dot operator we are accessing the display function. Means this function we can access here, which we have defined here. After that, if you want to access the read function, we can't write it here as s dot and read function. We can't write it here like this. Okay, means it will come error, because it is written in the private section. Means the function is hidden. Okay, we can't directly access like this, here to here. Okay, here we can't access the which we have defined the function here, read function. So what we have done here, in the public function display which we have defined here, in that only we have called read. Okay, in that only we have called the read function. Okay, so while object and dot operator, we are, if we are accessing the display public function, public member function. So this function we are accessing, means this whatever we have written here statements, that will be performed. Okay, first it will print as I am in public. After that we have called one function called read function, so it will access here. From read function it will access here. Means whatever in the read function, whatever we have written here, it will execute. Okay, so we can't write directly s dot read function, and we can't directly access here. So for that, because it is the private member functions we can't access directly from the void main. For that's why we will write the private member function in the public function. We will call the private function in the public function as read. Okay, here read is the private member function. Okay, this function we will call in the display function, which is public function. So as we know that this public function we can access directly from the void main, so no issue is there. But so here if we return read function, after this function will be executed easily. Okay, I am in public, it will write. Okay, will print in the output. After that read function, it will call, read function is there, so it will call this function. Okay, I hope you had understood this. I will tell one more time. Okay, assume that this display is a sample. I will not write one more time. Okay, as we know that from object and dot operator we can access only public member functions. Okay, what is public member functions? Here is display. Through only public member functions only we can access, not private member functions, because whatever the private member functions have been declared, that are being hidden. We can't access directly from the void main. From public, which we have declared or defined anything, that we can access from anywhere. Okay, we have declared display here. So s dot display, through object and dot operator we can access the display function directly, but we can't write s dot read function. So object and dot operator we can't access the read function directly. Okay, for that's why we had written in the display function, while in the defining we had called read function, which is declared in the private section. So while executing the display function, after writing the I am in public, it will call the read function, so it will execute this function and it will print the I am in private. I hope you had understood this. So no need to write the s dot read. Okay, so I hope you had understood this private member functions. For this we will write in the turbo C, and I will explain one more time there, and after that we will see the output. Okay friends, I have written here program. I will explain one more time. Class is the prefix keyword, sample is the class name, and private and public are the access specifier. In the in the private section, we have declared one function called member function called read, okay, and its return type is void. In the public section, we have declared another function name is display and its return type is void. We have declared here, and we will define the function outside of the class, okay. Here we will put the close braces and semicolon. It defines the end of the class. We will define the function outside the class through scope resolution operator. The scope resolution operator syntax is return type, class name, scope resolution operator, and function name. Scope resolution operator means double column, okay, double column. Okay, first we will define the read function, which is declared in the private. Okay, read function return type is void, as we have written is void. Class name is sample, scope resolution operator means double column, function name is read. In this function, we have written a statement I am in private, okay, and we will define the another function through scope resolution operator, okay, through syntax of the scope resolution operator, okay, same. Return type, class name, scope resolution operator, and function name, okay. What is the return type of the display function? Void. Class name is sample, scope resolution operator, function name is display, okay. In this function I have written one statement. Slash n means next line, same as and, okay. I am in public is the statement, okay. After that I have called the function read, okay. Okay, next after this function, end of this function, I have written here void main and clear screen to clean or remove to clean the previous output. After that I have created the object s. How we will create the object? Some class name, and we will write after that something, means it has been created the object, and the object is s, okay. S dot read, sorry, after I will explain here. S dot display. Yeah, through object and dot operator we are accessing the display function. What is this? Where it has been declared the display function? It has been declared in the public section. So we can access the object and dot operator through the display function, okay, to the display function, because it has been created in the public section. We know that whatever it has been created or defined in the public section, we can access anywhere from it. But if we defined or declared in the private section called for example read, we can access like public section, means in the public section display has been declared here. We have defined here this display function. So object and dot operator we can access display function directly, okay. In the private section we have declared here read, and we have defined here read, but like public s dot display we can't access like the read function. Yes, object is s and dot is operator and read function. We can't access like this because the function is written in the private and it is hidden. We can't access directly, okay. For that we have called the read function in the display function, okay. As we know that the function directly public member function we can access directly from the void main, from object and dot operator. So this function whatever the statements has been written, that will be executed. Means I am in public, first it will write in the output. After that read function we have called here. So from read function if you have called, means this will be executed, means from the here to it will go to here, means whatever the read function what we have written in this function, that will be executed. I hope you had understood. We will compile here, means if we compile, the error will come. Why? Because s dot read we have written, this can't be written. Let's see the error is there. If we remove this, okay, now we will compile, zero errors. Now we will run the program. Okay, I am in public and I am in private. I hope you had understood. I will put a slash n and I will again run the program. Okay, I am in public, I am in private. I hope you had understood this program. In the next video we will see the Nesting of member function. What is the nesting of member function, and what, how to access that member function, we will see detail in the next video. Okay, if you want to listen our videos in Hindi language, you can visit our another another channel. Link is in the description, called BCQD Hindi channel. In there we will get the same topics in Hindi language. Okay, if you have learned something from this video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, so that we can get the motivation, and we can make better than this video in the next video. Okay, till we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.